Good morning, church, Facebook Live, family, and friends. As we hear the music, the revolution will not be televised. We thank God again that things were televised when we seen Rodney King, we seen George Floyd, and now we see Minnesota. What's going on? So I will be reading from to you mass lynching in 20th century. White resistance of potential social, political, and economical gain for Black people and the desire to uphold white supremacy after the Civil War fueled racial terror, violence, and mass lynching well into the 20th century. During the Red Summer, of 1919, violence by mobs of white people, often intentionally characteristic by mainstream pressing as race riots, led to the lynching of 100 Black people around the county, including Chicago, Washington, and Omaha. In Elaine, Arkansas, white mobs brutally targeted and killed hundreds of Black people after the labor union was organized for fair crop payment. Many military veterans returning from fight for freedom in World War I were also targeted as racial terror violence in 1919. White mobs also destroyed Black properties and communities, often forcing the entire Black population to flee in Osa, Florida. White people used terror and violence to stop Black citizens from voting on November the 2nd, 1920. They lynched dozens of Black residents in a 2-day massacre, including Julius Perry, who he protected other Black men from armed white men as they went to the polls. At least 25 Black homes, two churches, and a Masonic lodge was destroyed by arson during this rampage. The entire Black community was driven out within a year, and no Black American resided in OC, Florida, for 60 years. The lynching of two Black couples near Moore Ford Bridge in Walton County, Georgia, in 1946 amplifies the terrifying racial violence that continues to haunt Black communities in this day, even today. Racial injustice. What does it mean in America? Racial heredity, which seems to invent those in power, justifying exploitation of people of color, denying their humanity. To keep our legacy going on by truth telling is through newspapers, news, college, schools, and our churches by investigating the roles of history of enslavement, racial terror, incarceration, racism, police brutality, and racial segregation. This is why it's so important for us to keep our history alive, more so now than ever. As we started out our first Black History program, which was in 2014, we had NAACP, Malcolm Jersey, who was the president, who came to our first Black History program, and we talked on justice. So here we are, 10 years later, still talking. Thank you.
back here. Just finally got down with J-Lo.